The past 2 years brought what may be akin to the dark ages of history. Many got sick like in a plague. Hospitals got overwhelmed. The health system almost crashed. Most of the engines of economy in Cebu City had switched off. Movement of people got limited most of the time. Many found themselves in a state of house arrest. Lockdown became a byword, affecting some communities and neighborhoods. The economy came to an eerie standstill. The city government stepped up and provided for many of its citizens who have lost their means to feed their families, while making sure the virus gets contained where it is detected. Then Vice Mayor Michael Lopez Rama supported the administration of Mayor Edgardo Colina Labella through the legislature and further took initiatives with the private sector to campaign for vigilance and set up community isolation facilities. He sparked what led to a campaign by the Cebu Citizens Initiative calling for unity and solidarity using integrated communication with the song Kinsa Pamandiay. The Cebu Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Archdiocese of Cebu, among many other organizations, supported the project. Mayor Rama served as catalyst that led to the establishment by the city of the NOAA complex at SRP to serve the South that complemented the facility at the former Sacred Heart School for Boys for the North. NOAA, the new normal oasis for adaptation and a home, served some 3,000 individuals in 10 months and also became a birthing center for COVID-positive mothers. Mayor Rama tapped volunteers among communities who formed a group that became a Citizens Protocol Enforcement Movement, or CPEM. They helped the city campaign among neighbors to practice proven public health protocols and served as force multipliers for the police to help carry out quarantine rules. At the height of the pandemic, Mayor Rama visited the 80 barangays in 10 days for an information drive on COVID while urging residents to be CPEM volunteers. Cebu City prepared well for what became the CVSRP, COVID Vaccination Storm Rollout Plan, even if the national government still prepared for the national rollout. The City Council gave Rama, then Vice Mayor, the mandate to lead and organize the vaccination operations through a multi-sectoral task force that he got the private sector involved. They included the Cebu Medical Society, ERUF, AMRO, or the All-Terrain Medical Relief Organization, the academe that lent their campuses, and again the Chamber, the Archdiocese, and the civil society like the Cebu Citizens Initiative. With private sector support, Cebu City branded and marketed the vaccination campaign with the term Omicron Ta that people could easily recall and associate with. It had a distinctive logo and promoted with a jingle that radio stations often played. It had its own website address for vaccination registration, vaccinata.com, that gets forwarded to the VIMS, or Vaccination Information Management System, the city's database anchored on its own website, the cebucity.gov.ph. The city also managed to maintain 21 regular and pop-up vaccination sites, plus a drive-through at NOAA and house-to-house visits with the support of ERUF and Dr. Peter Mancao. When the Delta variant came to Cebu from offshore, the city government expanded the involvement of more sectors to be part of the solution that, as acting Mayor Rama referred to until today as the convergence, being a participative process. In the public sector, it already included Acting Vice Mayor Hontiveros, several city councilors, and most of the department and division heads at City Hall. Barangay captains through the ABC and Milo designates got on board, as well as the Cebu City Police, some key national agencies, DOH, DILG, DOLE, and OCD, the Vicente Soto Memorial Medical Center, and RCCMC. Even the Office of the Presidential Assistant for the Visayas under Secretary Michael Lloyd Dino and the IATF in our area, led by retired Major General Mel Feliciano, became more immersed in, interactive with, and supportive to Cebu City's initiatives. No less than Malacanang supported and embraced the initiatives of Cebu City through now retired DENR Secretary Roy Simato, who continuously connected with the leadership, as well as vaccine czar Carlito Galvez and Senator Bongo. Private sector involvement now further included all the hospitals, the Filipino Chamber of Commerce, the Philippine Retailers Association in Cebu, hotel and restaurant operators, BPO and IT companies, the church, and interfaith leaders. The collective and collated inputs from the convergence helped define the executive orders that Mike Rama had issued, both as acting and ascendant mayor. These included EO 136 on liquor ban, EO 137 and 138 on Oplan Puyo, EO 142 that entrenched the parental supervised household lockdown, and EO 143 that started to open back the economy of the city that gave prime to vaccinated citizens. After a super typhoon devastated the city, the convergence helped shape EO 152 that called for a basura cleanup storm, and further EO 157 and 158 Oplan Puyo gihapon when the Omicron variant caused a spike in cases that soon dropped down. Meanwhile, Mayor Rama collaborated with OPAV Secretary Mike Dino, Cebu Governor Gwen Garcia, and the Tri-City Mayors for a united action as one Cebu Island. Governor Garcia further supported the city with water drums that the mayor used to provide communities with water filled by a fleet of water tanks, as he further delivered generators and chainsaws to mountain barangays. True to the mantra of Mayor Mike Rama, the Cebu City government kept services alive.
Ako, inyong mayor, uban si Vice Mayor Hontiveros, tanang konsyales, 27 ka department heads, kami, we are one to keep service alive. Dili mi mobiya ninyo.
Including the distribution of cash and rice ayuda despite all the challenges and limitations, like the fact that most City Hall employees, as the public, fell victims to the wrath of the calamity. City Hall employees went to the doorsteps, or at least within the constituents' communities, to distribute this assistance, even also including the financial aid for senior citizens, while health workers gave medicines house to house. Separate troops of city employees, backed by the private sector at the start, gave the extra mile beyond their call of duty to clear the city with debris from the wrath of Super Typhoon Odette and garbage that continued to pile up weeks after. The mayor created Task Force Ratsada that cleared the streets with fallen poles and dangling wires that the utilities failed to clear, as he compelled these firms to restore their services. The persistent indoctrination of the public with a series of Oplan Puyo campaigns, especially in the barangays, and the relentless enforcement by the CCPO eventually shaped public behavior in dealing with the pandemic. Proven health protocols have become a public habit, summed up by the mayor's formula, Wuhan.
Kung sa Wuhan, wash your hand always. Use your face mask when outside your home. Have your temperature checked regularly. Avoid crowded places. Never touch your face, mouth, eyes, nose.
Meanwhile, the aggressive and persistent contra-COVID vaccination campaign of the CVSRP resulted in Cebu City leading the country in the first and third national vaccination days, the Bayanihan Bakunahan. It missed the second because of Odette. Yet still, Cebu City takes pride of having been recognized as the top among all LGUs in the country of having the most citizens among its populace of having been vaccinated. Such feat is not only limited among the adult population but also the teenage bracket, 12 to 17 years old, and now the primary minors, 5 to 11. As of February 22, 2022, Cebu City far surpassed the target population of 720,000 to be vaccinated by over 111%, with some 803,000 already vaccinated. About 91% at almost 654,000 individuals have had their second dose, while over 95% at some 686,000 got their first dose so far. About 32,000 of them await their second dose. Meanwhile, over 88,000 adults got their booster shot so far. To date, almost 57,000 teenagers have been vaccinated, almost 35,000 of them fully vaccinated. Furthermore, in the first 4 days since the city started to vaccinate primary minors aged 5 to 11, more than 2,500 got their first dose, while almost 13,000 have so far registered. As the saying goes, figures never lie. Only liars cannot figure. The numbers show that Cebu City is already at the threshold of herd immunity, a feat that Mayor Rama credits the citizens for responding positively to his persistent calls. Mayor Rama extends his apologies to those who got compelled to have themselves vaccinated. He said he only meant well, looking after the well-being of the constituents. These include: number 1, achieve herd immunity, liberation through massive vaccination. 2, liberate more the economy anchored on vaccination. 3, release of still pending financial assistance to 31 barangays. 4, move fast for the full payment and conclusion of the SRP loan. 5. Closure of any landfill existing or planned within Cebu City. 6. Convene a solid waste summit. 7. Convene traffic summit. 8. Push forward to finish the Cebu City Medical Center. 9. Ensure the realization of the BRT project. 10. Cure the JVA on the carbon market redevelopment. 11. Endeavor to add 2 more medium-rise buildings for socialized housing. 12. Materialize the 93-1 deal. 13. Bring back City Hall at your doorsteps every month. 14. Go after grafters and fixers. 15. Further assist the police to be more motivated and efficient. That would make CCPO the finest in the country. 16. Further streamline business permit processing. 17. Asphalt storm. 18. Street lighting. 19. Let there be light to more households. 20. Attend continuously to the flooding problem. And 21. Embark upon a free public Wi-Fi. Mayor Mike Rama acknowledges that no man is an island. In pursuit of these objectives, he needs Vice Mayor Hontiveros and the City Council, as well as the department heads and all City Hall employees. The Cebu City government further counts on all the barangay leaders and Milo officials, the agencies of the Philippine government, and the private sector through the convergence and the public-private partnership. For indeed, together we can make better things happen for Cebu City. In God we trust. Our Mother, Birhen sa Guadalupe, pray for us. San Pedro Calungsod and all the saints in heaven, pray. Santo Niño, have mercy on us.
Mobangon ta, humaning tanan, nagsakit man o nagantos, kining tanan lumalabay lang, aduna gayoy kahumanan. Mobangon ta sa walay pagyaw-yaw, susama man ang atong kahimtang, sa atong pagtinabangay, matagamtamta ang kaayuhan. Mobangon